It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Oh, he shifts past him. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. Try to get it.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a yard. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Rodgers going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hall again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Escaping the pressure, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This is 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Hall on a give up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great, set.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down. Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jameer fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, no. This goes through the end zone. Did he lose it now before crossing the plane? It looks like they say he did. So this is the rule that always brings up a lot of debate. This winds up a touchback, a turnover, and the opponents take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. A 2nd effort, and he is in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. Into space. And he will go all the way. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, P-Ron. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. First down, Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Chiefs. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. On 1st down, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Perine. There he goes. Inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They put Kelce in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Second down and 8. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Williams in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Goff. On target to Laporta. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A gain there of 27 yards.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Goff to throw on first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the goal line and in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. At their own 33-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Under pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On second down, Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. That's gonna wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt. Falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On third down, Mahomes. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So, we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Mahomes on first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Mahomes now on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Kelce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. Goff to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here now, a toss to Montgomery. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will score! Game on! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Lions called their first timeout. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. A handoff to Pacheco. A gain there of 11. First down, KC.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They put Kelce in motion. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On second down, Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line for the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. They'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.
Way to blow it. What just happened? Seriously? Was that even a play? Man, come on!
Come on, guys.
What are you guys doing? What are you doing?
Oh, come on, man.
What just happened? Seriously, was that a play? What? What are you doing? Were you even paying attention?